That. Hi, welcome to this week's show, Focus. With me today, I have a young man that is making, quite a name for himself in the boxing world of Guyana. Some may know him as Chubby, and while others may know him as Brian Harris. He was the first boxer, to get a knockout at last night's international boxing meet at the gymnasium last night. But he's here today with us on the Focus. He's going to let us know, some things about him, where he's from, his come up in boxing, and things along these nature. So you guys just tune in with me this morning, and let's have a good time. So Brian Harris, first and foremost, welcome to Focus, bro. It's been a privilege having you.
Thank you very much.
It's been a privilege having you. So, for the viewers who don't know who Brian Harris is, where are you from?
First of all, my name is Brian Harris, as Michael just mentioned. I'm from Albouystown, Pon Trench. Most of you know me from playing football in the streets, and most of you know me by boxing.
So why boxing though? Like, why you choose boxing?
Basically, I choose boxing because I was a person with a high tempo.
Yeah.
And I know boxing is something you can't use with tempo. Because if you go into the ring with tempo and you fight with that tempo, you could get knocked out.
Yeah.
So I use boxing now to control my tempo. And eventually I get to love the sport of boxing.
Yeah. So how long, at what age did you start boxing?
I started boxing at the age of 14.
That's crazy.
And my first fight was in Linden.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember the person's name, but I won him by unanimous decision, and it was my first ever fight, and I was happy. But I was a little frightened.
Yeah. But I mean, at 14, your first fight at 14, because if you look at it though, like a lot of boxers, some of them start fighting at the age of 8 and 9 and start coming. So to me, like your first fight at 14, and then to look at where you at now, which we will touch on, is like, it's such a short span, but it's like things moving rather quick. So, besides, have you like participated like within any, school boxing competitions and things of this sort?
Yes.
Yeah.
I fought school boxing already. I even fought Caribbean. I even fought at the Caribbean competition.
Yeah.
When I was like 15 years of age.
Yeah.
I fought a guy from Barbados named Darius Cheeseman, knocked him out in the second round.
Crazy.
And I got a couple schoolboy fights, and I think I lost one of my schoolboy fights. But someday, far in the future, I hope I catch back that same person, because I remember his face, and I would love to fight him.
Just don't go with that tempo though, bro. Just don't go with that tempo. So, let's just fast forward to few years down the road. Now you're a Triple Crown winner. For those who don't know what a Triple Crown is, do you mind letting them know what a Triple Crown is?
Basically, Triple Crown is when a boxer win all 3 major international tournaments that was hosted by the GBA, winning the Novice, Intermediate, and Nationals Open, and I won all 3.
But put in mind that bro coming to flex on with today, because as we can see, you got the medals them here for sure. This is what the Novice?
No, Nationals Open.
This is Nationals Open. This is the Novice.
Yeah.
And this is the
Intermediate.
So bro come fully packed for let we see that he flexing gold. And gold is a sign of winners, because only winners wear gold, losers wear silver and bronze. So last night was a very good night. Well, to meet you, we went there, we enjoyed a very good night of boxing. Let's just talk about boxing for a second. You recently went back in the ring 2022, if I'm right, after a short delay. Where do you think boxing is heading right now?
Well, for me, I think it's going down the right path, and I'm loving it.
Yeah.
And I would like to thank the GBA for choosing me last night to represent Guyana, because if they hadn't picked me to fight for the national team, I would have never fought an international fight last night.
Yeah.
I'd like to say thank you very much.
Yeah. But I mean, they got the likes of like Kevin was there. Kevin Alicock, you know, great guy, and also he's from Albouystown. So as I always reiterate, Albouystown got some hidden gems that, you know, are waiting to be discovered. But he was there. Then we had Desmond Dynamite Amsterdam. That's the best fighter in the land right now, ranked 23 in the world. You know what I mean, by the International Boxing Federation or Association, we may say. So, I mean, it was such a jam-packed night, Chubby. It was such a jam-packed night. So, let's just say, who do you look up to, you know, like in the boxing fraternity? Like, you know, somebody that you look at, like, you know what, hey, a few years from now, I want to be like you, or, you know, even better than you. Who would you say that, you know, is your boxing motivation? Locally first, let's say locally.
Locally,
yeah,
I would say Mr. Kevin Alicock.
yeah,
Because, well, when I first started out boxing and I entered the gym, it was just, at the age of 14, I met him
yeah,
as a youngster over me. And the rest was actually professional, and only Kevin was actually a amateur boxer in that gym that time. And I enjoy training with him.
yeah.
And most of my fight, he would come to me, he would pray for me, he would give me advice on what to do.
Yeah.
Or sometimes he would even be outside of the ring while I'm fighting, showing me what to do. If to slip a punch or push an uppercut.
Yeah.
Because basically, if you are outside the ring, you get to see everything what's going on inside the ring.
Yeah.
So he will be showing me, well, the man dropping the yarn, hook,
Yeah.
or, you know.
Yeah.
So I respect Kevin Alicock.
But Kevin has been definitely good. Kevin has been good. Kevin is one of Guyana's most consistent boxers. This is one of the guys that, you know, is very consistent. He was also on show last night. He won his fight against Trinidad and Tobago opponent. You know, he won it by unanimous decision. So, I mean, it's not a bad role model to follow. He's such a great individual. Also, as I reiterate early in the show, he is from Albouystown too also. So that in itself is another motivation. So I remember, let me just give you a quick joke. I remember that at time, right, that me and Chubby, I don't know what happened, bro, and something said that I didn't know what was said. And I was like, bro, what are you talking about? And Chubby was like on a chair watching me. And Chubby crazy up out of the chair coming to me, but I said, nah, but this mean death. This mean death. So I just had to run. This mean death. I just didn't want to die that day, so I had to run from the cuff. But nevertheless, Brian predicted a second round knockout last night, and he delivered on that second round knockout last night. Let's talk about that, Brian. How do you feel that, you know what you could do, and not only you know what you could do, but you go out there and get it done in the same manner that you predicted? How was that for you?
Well, to me, he wasn't that kind of tough. I feel any of the Guyanese fighter that I fought last year could have beaten him.
Yeah.
His punch, he hit me with a punch, and it was one of the weakest punch I ever felt. And I feel that any of those Guyanese fighters that I fought and knocked out would have done much better if they had fought him too.
Yeah.
And to me, he wasn't. And I would love to fight him back just for show him that I can do it. I beat him more bad and knock you out in the first round this time.
You know what? You know what's crazy? It's like, I was on Facebook actually, Brian, and I was like looking at, because I posted a picture, and then I was like, some people basically reshared it, and they were like, you know what, hey, finish it off in 1.1, you know, or the first 1.1 second first round. So people is getting so accustomed to you knocking out people. Now it's like it becoming a new norm, because I was like, yo, I going boxing last night. It was like, yeah, I going boxing, but it's fair to say. But if Chubby don't knock out this man, I gonna be disappointed. I mean, people is, you know, get it so, you know, attracted to see you knocking out people, and this is such a wonderful, you know, repetition that you are building for yourself. And as he said, you represented Guyana, and he did it well professionally last night. So the sport of boxing is definitely on a come up. You know, it's been, you know, dormant for some years, but it's really on a positive come up. So Chubby, let's just touch on what's next for you now. What's next for Brian Harris?
Basically, they got a lot of international competition coming up this year. I'm just hoping that I will be selected to be traveling to fight to represent Guyana one.
Yeah.
And hopefully, if I do that, I can promise I will bring back gold for Guyana.
Definitely, definitely. Something that, a lot of our, boxers has been just missing out, some finishing the quarterfinal aspects of competition, some got bronze. So definitely, I'm encouraging, a lot of people to, pay keen attention to guys of these natures because, of this nature actually, because I mean, the support system for local boxing, I guess, is kind of low. You know what I mean? So I'm urging corporate Guyana to come out and companies to come out and invest in guys like Brian Harris, and also they have young Alicia Jackman. She won a fight last night. 59 seconds in the first round. She knocked out a girl from I think it was Trinidad too as well. So last night was definitely the fighter chicken curry chicken, and Guyana reign supreme. We reign supreme. So Brian, I must say thanks again, bro, for coming on the focus. We definitely will keep tab with the progress. We definitely will be there foot on foot, waiting to see what Brian Harris does next. You know what I mean? Brian Chubby Harris. He's not really that chubby, but Brian Chubby Harris does next, in boxing locally, and we're hoping that, we looking forward to see you this year, on an international front with the likes of Kevin Alikak, Desmond Amsterdam, Desmond Dynamite Amsterdam also. So as I say, good luck, and thanks again for being here on Focus, bro. Thanks again for being here on Focus. I just want to say a special thanks to my technical operator, Mr. Cleveland James, for producing such a wonderful show of Focus. Until next time, guys. Bye.
Trifina, how you could get garden on today's pension day?
I collect my pension and went to the market since the 23rd.
How you mean?
I tell you, Levy switched to lodgement. Since me last book finished, I switched.
You join up a lodge, was this lodgement?
Oh, the NIS lodgement system allows pensioners to get their pension into their bank account. The money is paid into the account by the 23rd of the month, so you could withdraw it whenever you like.
So wait, I ain't got for join no long line. Why you ain't tell me before?
Told you, clear. When you go to submit your life certificate, ask them for the allotment application form. When you complete it and the bank verify it, then NIS is going to process it. After they process it, your money will be in your account.
Well, all right, I join them now.
And don't forget, when you're carrying your life certificate, ask them for the lodgement application form.
For further information, please visit the website at www.nis.org.gy, the National Insurance Scheme Facebook page, or your nearest NIS office.